Hello and welcome. I am so excited about this stream today because the videos were amazing that we received and the machines. So we are just so excited to jump into the Rube Goldberg machine competition in Minecraft and to share with you the winning entries. This is such an exciting stream. I love it. So let's start off with some quick introductions. My name is Claire LeBeau, Chief Advancement Officer at NASEF, the Network of Academic and Scholastic Esports Federations. And we get to partner with these wonderful people on this event. So Eric, take it away.
Yeah, hi. And, I love doing these things, and I'm always going to start with that before I even say my name. But hi, I'm Eric Leitner. I'm education content producer for Clever Lake Studios. We are a game studio and an education creator, provider, curriculum developer, and all of those things. And the slogan we always go to is we take the games you love and we sneak in the vegetables. And I feel like of all the competitions, this is the one where the kids think they're learning the least and they're actually learning some of the most. And they don't know it.
That's always a sneaky thing if you can do that.
Yes.
So I am Jennifer George. I run the Rube Goldberg Institute. I'm actually the creative director. I don't really run the whole kit and caboodle. And I am Rube's granddaughter. And wherever I go, I bring the Rube along. And I can't wait to see everything here on the screen and chime in on the winning submissions.
Excellent. So just for a little bit of background, I'm going to go ahead and play a video that is, you will see a ton of Rube Goldberg machines in real life, and this will get you inspired. And then we're going to hop in and share the winners here. So let's take a look at who Rube Goldberg was and what these machines can look like.
Rube, just how would you define a Rube Goldberg invention?
Well, I've been called the father of automation. It's one thing after another. I mean, that's really the thing, and it's an illogical bunch of things which are put in a logical sequence.
Rube Goldberg.
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 I made a Rube Goldberg machine.
A Rube Goldberg machine, it's an intentionally delightful waste of time and energy.
Here's a typical example of what I mean.
Ten to 20 failures and 2 successes. But that's my hypothesis.
The internet, and YouTube in particular, has given a whole new life to Rube Goldberg.
Watch close. How does this work? It's very simple.
Oh, and there it goes.
I suppose there are one or two among you who think that my inventions are a bit ahead of their time. All right, go on and say it. Downright screwy.
Rube Goldberg, doing something simple in a very complicated way that is not necessary. It's a goofy, gadgety, glorious sight to behold.
This bill is a bit of a Rube Goldberg contraption. Sloppy staff work right from the beginning, especially on this bill.
And this is the world's slowest Rube Goldberg.
I build Rube Goldberg machines.
Oh, no kidding.
I love it. You actually know what it is. I'm pretty surprised.
Absolutely.
machine? Who built it?
Me, it made my hand, but I'm upside down, so I can't really help.
Yes, sir. Long, long after you and I have departed from this earthly scene, this machine of mine will be working on and on and on and on and on and
on. I love that video.
Every time. And I love that song. I'm not going to lie. I love that
I
song.
know, I love that song too. I'll tell you, I've seen it so many times I could repeat it, but I still laugh and I still cry. So
Right? Exactly. Well, and I wrote down, I see that there's the boy at the beginning who talks about how many times he tried, and he says 220 failures, but 2 successes. And isn't that, as an educator, don't you love that the kid is excited for his 2 successes, and who cares that it took 218 other tries to get there? I just, that's fantastic.
I mean, I think that kid is in college now, so it's
Yes.
or in the workforce. I don't know, but
Right.
Audrey Clemens, wonderful. It's really fun to watch that whole video. It's a monster trapping machine. Anyway, let's
fantastic.
Minecraft.
So yes, so we are here to talk about the winners of the Minecraft competition, and so we're going to get right to that. Eric, what is this year's theme?
So this year's theme was open a box. We did not ask or specify what was in the box. We didn't specify what the why of the box was. We didn't even specify what kind of box. We just said open a box, right? Real nice, open-ended, project-based learning. You tell us, what do you think of when you hear open a box, and what's the weird way you can make that happen, and what's potentially the weird thing inside, I suppose, or not inside, right? I can't begin to tell you how many videos I judged where the box exploded at the end, which,
But it makes it exciting and fun.
It does. Right. I mean, that's why I love Looney Tunes. The box always explodes,
Yeah. You're right.
Well, and Jennifer, the story and the narrative is so important, and you underscore that so often, that it's about the humor that's involved. It's not just about the physics or the mechanics of the machine.
Wait. Hold on. Oh, sorry.
That was done for comedic timing. That was intentional, done for comedic timing, proving the point.
I'm proving the point. So I was saying before we all hopped on this session, the Zoom, that we had amazing open a box machines in our live competition. We had a proposal machine where the box that was opened was a ring box. We had a Frankenstein machine that opened, as you might imagine, a casket. We had a Harry Potter machine that opened a mailbox, and a Gryffindor hat dropped onto the head of one of the participants. So we are going to see how in Minecraft you opened a box, and we're going to look at the top tier, even though there were amazing submissions, and it was very hard to judge.
Absolutely.
It's always hard to judge. And, one of the things, we want to go over some of those criteria a little bit, right? We wanted to see the simple machines in action that we talked about at the kickoff. We wanted to see those transfers in motion, because that's what a Rube Goldberg machine is a chain reaction, right? So there should be transfers in motion taking place. What it shouldn't be really is just a roller coaster. And so often, rail is such a fun thing to work with in Minecraft. And when we think machines in Minecraft, it tends to be the default thing we think of. But how do we can still do that. It could be a ride, it could be a roller coaster, but how do we make that a chain reaction of a ride, right? So we have to think a little deeper than just look how cool this adventure that the ride is taking us on, but how is the machine functioning? How is it triggering the next event and the next event and the next event and so on to get us to that culminating activity of opening a box, which shouldn't be that complicated in the first place.
But that's Rube. He overcomplicates everything. And this year we had over 1,000 entries, 1,000 registrations, and we had they came from 12 different countries. And Claire, let us where those countries were.
It's just so fun, and I think that the students need to know this too, that you were in a competition against students from the United States, Mexico, Australia, Honduras, India, Venezuela, Ukraine, Ireland, Italy, Canada, Bolivia, and the Philippines. So when we got these machines and we were looking at them, it's just so fun that there's this wide variety of cultures and education systems, and yet everybody can come together and say, I know physics, I know humor, I'm going to put the two together in a Rube Goldberg machine.
And it's a community. It really is. And we're hoping one day that we can actually figure out a way to connect everyone who's in this lovely world.
Oh, that would be so fun. All right. Well, without further ado, let's jump in because I know that these students are so excited to see, did I win? Did I win? So I'm going to start with third place. We'll do the junior division first. And so we'll play the third place video. And Eric, do you want to describe the name of this team and where they're from as I start their video?
I will. So in third place, we have the Copper Golems from Tampa, Florida, in the United States.
Yay! Hey!
This sort of water path here on their way to trigger the next event in the machine is there really were a lot of fantastic transfers of motion. Remember, one of the things that they had to do, or any of you had to do if you submitted and you're watching along, is submit 2 videos so that we could clearly see each step and explanations of, how the machine worked and what those transfers of motion, what those simple machines were. They just did an absolutely phenomenal job of all of that. And I even love these moments where things sort of didn't quite work until they did.
And that is real life.
Right, how many Rube Goldberg machines in real life function that way, where something doesn't look like it's quite gonna make it, and you sit there and you sit there and you sit there, and all of a sudden it teeters over the edge.
Exactly.
I love.
And there's some mechanics in here that, if you didn't know Minecraft well, you would say, oh, that didn't get triggered, but it did, right? They just used a shulk sensor there, which is like a sound sensor. So when that zombie made a noise, it went off.
Got it.
See, and even here, this is what we were talking about, right? Yes, it can appear like a roller coaster, but notice we're not just following one single minecart. And even if we were following a single minecart the entire time, what are the events that are required to get triggered in order to get us to the end instead of it just triggering things along the way? And then, of course, what was in their box, there were fireworks in their box.
Of course. I was not surprised at all to see the fireworks in the box.
Some boxes explode, Claire. They just explode.
It's very cool. Very good.
Exactly. Well done. So that was third place again, the Copper Golems from Tampa, Florida. And then in second place, and again, this is the junior division.
We're gonna venture a little far from our third place team.
Yeah.
Because our second place team from Quezon City in Manila, the Philippines, is Duck Pie.
Oh, Duck Pie.
Duck Pie.
This is funny.
This story is about Duck Pie. So we might have to, we're cutting in a little in the middle here, but there were 2 feuding characters at the beginning, and one was determined to get their revenge and turn this character who is stuck in this minecart now into Duck Pie. And they do have a bit of a duck skin, I guess, that they're wearing there on their character. And this is, again, this goes back to what I was saying before. If you watch carefully, yes, they're in a cart, but notice the cart is triggering machines that have to be triggered in order for the progress of that cart to continue, right? So it's not just triggering things as it goes by, but it's triggering things that are required to happen for it to make forward progress. Oh, we lost our camera view. There we go. He's already off there. Right? Like this element in the machine here, right? Like we're not on the rail anymore. If this machine does not fly properly, we're not getting anywhere.
You're toast. You're duck pie.
I think that's going to happen anyway.
I think so.
I think the music is so good in these videos. You know, it in the early on in these music was effective, and we're really seeing a change.
Right.
Yeah. Cannot stress how much the music matters, how much it sets. I mean, this is true in movies, it's true in video, it's true in commercials, right? Music helps to set the tone of what's happening, build the excitement, you know, and sort of instill the emotional factor in the audience. I do like when they come to a crawl and you're like, is it gonna make it?
Right. Oh, you can do it. Again, the music.
Oh God, this is so funny. This part.
I like that it was this really cheerful, exciting, like yay, and then it was like, yeah, no, bad news. Like,
right, exactly.
R.I.P. Duck.
R.I.P. Duck. Oh, congratulations! That was so fun. I love that video. So that again was the second place. The Duck Pie team, and they were from, how do you pronounce that? Quezon City in Manila in the Philippines.
I'm gonna say that's close. I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say you're pretty close, maybe, possibly. They should correct us if we're wrong. We want to be correct.
Right, exactly. Okay, and then in first place in the junior division.
In first place in the junior division, believe it or not, we keep making this round trip. You know, we're going back to Tampa, Florida, because our winner is the Medieval Knights from Tampa, Florida, in the United States. And so their adventure is and they have to go on this adventure to get the sword out of the chest. But my favorite thing about this video, aside from they did a really good job with the music, the video quality, the production, all of it, is so often we get videos where, and because it's not required, where they're explaining to us the functionality in the simple machines. But this team said, no. We're going to put the simple machine counter right on the screen as the machine runs.
I think it's fantastic. As someone, I mean, and I'm always it makes it so clear.
The other thing I really like about this one, and you'll have to wait to see it, is, you know, we want that the activity, right? The goal, the theme, which is open a box. You know, we want that to be evident. It should be really an important part of the build, and this one does a really good job of that.
Well, we've talked about the narrative and the humor. And if you read what's on screen, there are some great jokes thrown in there, too.
There are.
And there's humor that, yes.
We're up to 13, by the way. I think we're about to hit 14. There you go. Another inclined plane. We're at 14.
See, it's Break King. They're doing plays on words with king and castle quite often.
I love that too. There's a disclaimer on screen. I mean, I got it, right? They used a teleport command at that one point to make sure that they could follow along. So it's not a cut.
Poor zombies.
Poor villager. Oh, no, never mind. Poor zombie. I like that character is just screaming, sword!
I love all the that's embedded.
Oh, we got a mood change. We got a tone change. Didn't even know the machine was going to go underground.
Keep in mind that llama and pig is a pulley.
I think that was one of the examples we did when it was still myself and Steve and Kathy and Mike in our very first season was how we can kind of turn them into a pulley. And not to mention there was that really phenomenal example of the llama birthday party that we show year after year from that very first season.
I love that llama birthday party.
What a great job they did with this machine. We're at 27 simple machines, by the way.
Incredible. And
I'm starting to get frustrating. I love the narrative.
Yep.
Architecturally, I think every world has its own.
Yep, different rooms, different themes in those spaces.
This is so ambitious.
Right?
How long do you think it took to create?
You know what? In this video at the beginning, they said.
I must have.
We started it about midway.
Oh, that's right.
But I believe they said, Eric, do you remember? I can rewind it and let you know when we're done.
In their build process, they did talk briefly, obviously about how long the process took and things like that. But again, a lot of that's going to be on a team by team basis. It's going to be, what strategies. And one of the things that you always have to factor in, and I've talked about this on previous streams, is that when you're doing this, if you build things that are going to break in the process or have to be reset in the process, right? Which is true of like a real Rube Goldberg machine too.
Oh, yeah.
What's unique about this is you can make a copy, save that as a backup before you run it to make sure it works, and then build off of that backup again and again and again and again. So, that goes back to like a good digital literacy skill, which is knowing to save often and knowing when to save and knowing when to have revision control and things like that. And here's our box about to open. And here comes the sword.
Awesome. What a fantastic video. Oh my goodness.
That's so good.
Yes.
So good. Congratulations.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep, fantastic job to all of our junior division winners and my cat who decided to jump on me in the middle of that.
What would a stream be without Penny? I mean, come on.
It's very true.
Very true. So again, we have in the junior division, our winners were in third place, the Copper Golems from Tampa, Florida. In second place, Duck Pie from Quezon City and Manila in the Philippines. And then in first place, those Medieval Knights from Tampa, Florida. So congratulations to all of you. Those were fantastic machines. And we received, it was not easy to judge these, Eric.
One of the tricks, one of the things that's very challenging about judging these is there are a lot that are clearly they're Minecraft builders and they understand how to make a Minecraft world beautiful, right? And really detailed and elaborate. But that's just one category of the rubric. And so some of them I looked at and I got really like, wow, this looks incredible. And then as I'm sort of paying attention, I'm like, I'm not seeing the transfers in motion that we should be seeing, or I'm not seeing the simple machines. Even though it's elaborate and it's incredible and it deserves all of that credit. Two things happened this year that I think never happened before. One was someone was clearly watching our videos, because I say this every year, is that your goal, your job is to wow the judges. And if you just look at my hat and the background and the stuff behind me, you will know that I am a big Star Wars fan. I talk about it all the time. And finally, we got a Star Wars themed world. I'm not saying they won anything. I'm just saying I was so happy to see it. And then two, and this was definitely a first, video or the machine run times, our rubric requires that they be, in order to qualify, have to be between 1 and 5 minutes of run time. We got one this year and it was elaborate and it was incredible. It was 9 minutes long from start to finish of Run of the Machine. And as much as I'm like, can we just show all 9 minutes of it? It was awesome. I loved it. And maybe we'll find time to show it. Maybe it deserves that. But
Maybe
the
we
rubric
end
still
with
matters. The
Right.
rules and the rubric still matter. So it makes judging really difficult because you kind of in your brain, you're like, I want to throw the rule book away and give the 9 minute long one some credit, and they deserve credit.
Right.
Major credit, but
Right.
it didn't. If it doesn't.
I think
fit
they
in.
knew too. They left us a little note with their video. I think they knew. They just, maybe the hyperfixation took
carried
over. It happens
away.
to me, and you just keep
Yeah.
going.
You just keep going. Oh, and we could. Yes, exactly.
The scope creep. If you're in the game development world, the scope creep kicks in.
Exactly. All right. Well, let's go ahead and move on to the senior division now. And in the senior division, we have in third place, Eric. Do you want to share who this is here?
I don't know whether to say they thunk inside the box or outside of the box. I'll let them tell us towards the end. But they had a very unique take on the whole open a box thing, right? Because most teams, you got to the end of the machine, there was a box, the box opened, something happened, something was in it or it blew up or whatever. That's not what happened here. So unique take on it. So we're going back to Florida, but different part of Florida. We're going to Miami Lakes, Florida for third place. And this is team the LARPers from Miami Lakes.
Another stinking day of prison life. Man, it would be so sweet if I could get out of here. Too bad there's no means of escape. Wait a minute. What is that? That's a lever? Huh. Let me try flicking it. What? Shulker. Let's see what's in here. 2 pressure plates. Wait a minute. I know where I could use these. Boom. Bam. And wow. Nice. Alright. Wow.
So again, their run hasn't even started yet. This is all story leading up to the run.
Alright. Fireworks? Check. Elytra. Nice. What does this say? Press to open roof door. Do not press ever. Like ever? Huh. Roof door? Time to press this. It's my only means of escape. Whoa. Huh. I guess you could say this is when pigs fly.
What's very cool about this one, if you pay attention, you saw it on the other side, is that the character that is the storyteller and that the story is happening to is actually running alongside and behind the machine as it's going. So as opposed to being the camera person or just kind of running along with the machine, they're doing their part in like getting to the point where they need to be for the end of the story.
Well, I mean, it's a prison, right? So they don't want to be there forever.
It's just it was a very clever take on it.
Vindicator. Vindilator.
Puns, we love puns.
Why did the chicken ride the minecart? To open the prison door. I guess sometimes.
Wow.
You gotta think inside the box.
So the thing that was in the box was them. Awesome. They had to get out of the box.
It's awesome.
Yeah, that was
the ultimate
fantastic.
escape room.
Exactly.
And
Thank
he was
goodness
actually a very good actor. Quite convincing.
Yep, they did a good job with the storytelling.
They did.
The run admittedly wasn't the longest run ever, but it came in between those qualifying times, and it was what it needed to be in order to tell the story. And it worked really well. It was just a well put together video, well put together machine, good story, had all the elements we'd want in there.
Right.
Congratulations.
Exactly. Congratulations. And that team was called the LARPers from Florida. And then in second place, we are headed back to the Philippines, Eric.
We are headed back to the Philippines. And so from, I think it's Quezon City. We're going to say it about 5 different ways and hope we get it right one of them. In the Philippines, it is Evan's Burger, which is also the name of the world.
I'm hungry. Let me order pizza from Evan's Burger. All right. Click, clack. Press that. Add to cart. Wait, that's the wrong order. That's a burger.
Jeremy!
Yes, boss.
Get over here!
Yes, boss.
We got an online order. 1 burger.
Where to, boss?
5549 City Boy Sweets.
Alright, boss.
Now, get the box and take Gerard.
Alright, Gerard. One more trip. Yeah. I'm not happy either.
You gotta watch carefully here. This is where the machine starts.
Huh? Gerard, no!
Oh, for goodness sake! Who's going to deliver the burger now? If you love me, let me go! It's the box! Oh, we gotta get out of here. Or else... it reaches the chimney of the customer. Oh, hex, nah. I have to cancel the order. Quick!
Wait, what the? Huh? What is all this?
Again, Eric, just the music is adding so much.
It's the suspense, right?
Right.
So there's the box. And you can see the machine in the back still doing its thing, sort of in the backpack.
Yep.
I'll admit this part was suspenseful for me. I was like, what's going to happen here? What's going to happen? You can see little things happening, but you're like, what is happening here?
Very good. And epic. And filmic.
Yeah.
And we got a burger. Or is it?
You enlarged the potato? For what?
For now.
For now. It'll get better. Not like the
Perfect
duck.
music. Perfect music.
Oh my goodness.
That was fantastic.
That was great. What an
That's so
excellent
funny.
machine. Yeah. Always that humor. That is what gets us. You've got all the physics and all the engineering in there, but it doesn't make it without that humor.
You know, and shout out to the teams because it's been clear, you know, sometimes we get entries from a particular school or club or organization or from a particular teacher and their students. And you can tell that in that class, in that club, in that community, they really made a point of stressing the things that we talked about during the stream because it's evident, whether it's the music, the storytelling, the humor, right? The changes in motion in the machine, all of those things, all those elements are present. And I say all that because we're going to announce the first place winner in the senior division, and we're not going anywhere. We're staying in the Philippines. We're staying in the city we're having a hard time pronouncing. First place in the senior division winner. And it is Team Schrodinger's Box, which is the most appropriate thing for an open the box contest. Because when we open the box, we don't know how the cat's going to be until we open it up.
Well, let's check it out and see.
It's the very study of this world. There are many different studies in this, but this one caught my eye. It's from a guy named Erwin Schrödinger.
Sir, can you just move on with the experiment?
Oh? Why don't you open that sugar box over there?
Open for this!
Oh no. Anyway, the experiment we will be doing today is the experiment of Schrödinger's cat. This is a thought experiment, but we'll be performing it in person. In short, we do not know whether the cat is alive or dead, so the cat is both alive and dead until we open the box it's inside.
But how will we open the box is the question.
That is the question.
The drama from the music.
There's never a point where a change in motion goes too long. It's rapid fire chain reactions.
And so easy to follow.
Oh, I don't think Kitty's doing too good.
Oh.
Jen, your cat was very upset.
He had to show up to... Fantastic.
Excellent.
Wow. That
So
was
good. And it
so
leaves you
good.
with a laugh if you understood the MCU reference there at the end.
Right, exactly. Well, again, congratulations to all 3 of the senior division winners. In third place, the LARPers from Miami Lakes, Florida. In second place, Evans Berger from Quezon City, Philippines. And in first place, Schrodinger's Box, also Quezon City in the Philippines. And all of you will be reaching out to verify addresses, and we'll be shipping you some Rube Goldberg swag and some headsets from Avid. So you have some gaming headsets. So congratulations to all of you, and really to everyone who participated, because, you know, I mean, this event, I love that the cat is.
It's appropriate. Considering the winner, it's so appropriate.
Exactly.
And she's
Oh
just
my
walking in circles.
Yes. So again, just the education that is blended with so much fun and creativity and humor there. We just love to see everything that you all have brought to this event.
Incredible. We love seeing what you do every year. And we will be announcing next year's task, next year's challenge soon. So
All
stay tuned.
right. Okay, we can't wait to see that. So thank you again, everyone, for joining us in this Rube Goldberg Minecraft Open a Box Challenge. We will see you next time around. And as always, Eric and Jennifer, you're amazing. We appreciate
I've got
partnering
one
with
more
you.
thing I really want to share
Yes.
before we go.
Yes.
And that is, obviously, if you're doing this, you're a Minecraft fan. And when this competition happens next year, for those Minecraft fans who've been paying attention, we've got sulfur cubes and geysers on the way, new physics elements coming to the game, which means your Rube Goldberg machines are going to be more awesome next year.
I don't know if that's possible, but I will stay tuned.
I know.
I
But
don't
I'm just
know.
saying, we got new tools in the toolbox.
I am going to add one more thing to this. We just extended the deadline for Unreal Engine to May 15th. So
Not too late.
Not too late. If you want to do your Rube Goldberg machine in Unreal Engine to open a box, you still have time. So maybe we'll see you there.
Exactly. Maybe we'll see some of the same creators in a different environment. That would be fun.
It'd be fun.
All right. Well, goodbye to all, and Jennifer, to your adorable cat who decided to join us on this. I love it.
He's very much needing to be in this Zoom.
Yes, definitely.
Have a great summer, everyone. We can't wait to see you next year.
And we're going to sign off again with just a fantastic video of Rube Goldberg machines in real life again.
When I want, they are jealous. Me, I do what I want when I want. They are jealous. Me, I do what I want.